Emergency evacuations, the suspected suicide bomber taken down. Also tonight, the flight to Houston rocked by dangerous turbulence, multiple injuries, passengers taken off in stretchers. The state of emergency just declared tonight, a major tropical storm bearing down on the Gulf and New Orleans. Rob Marciano standing by. The special election showdown at this hour, the White House and the country watching one race in Georgia tonight. Will Republicans hold on to the seat? Will Democrats call this a turning point? We're on the scene of a major construction accident right here in New York City. The desperate effort to get to workers buried in the rubble. And dramatic video just released tonight. You've seen the aftermath of that police shooting on Facebook Live already. Now, just days after the officer was acquitted, tonight his dash cam. What you didn't see.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night, and we have several headlines breaking at this hour. First, the terror attack in a busy train station in a major capital. This time, an alleged suicide bomber and explosion, and it happened at the central train station in Brussels. Emergency evacuations followed amid fears. Did this suspect act alone? ABC's chief foreign correspondent Terry Moran with the images coming in right now.
Tonight, the city of Brussels is on edge after shots were fired and explosions rocked the main train station at about 8:30 p.m. Eyewitnesses are sharing images of flames inside the station on social media. Military police took down a suspect immediately after an explosion inside the station. Loud bangs could be heard. The suspect shot as police quickly secured the area packed with locals and tourists on a summer night.
We saw the fear in their eyes. We saw that they were running so fast and that there had to be something that made them run.
Within minutes, the station was locked down, swarmed by heavily armed military troops and police. No reports of any injuries or deaths, but Belgian officials are calling this a terrorist attack. This is Europe's third attack in just 3 days. Sunday night, a white man drove his van through a crowd of Muslims leaving their late-night prayers outside a mosque in London, injuring almost a dozen people. And yesterday in Paris, when a suspect set his car on fire and rammed it into a police van, hoping to cause an explosion on the crowded Champs-Élysées.
So let's get to Terry Moran with us live tonight. And Terry, you've just learned more about the moments right before the explosion. Audio an issue tonight. We'll get back to Terry if we can. Terry, thank you. Back here at home tonight, into an emergency in the air, a flight headed to Houston, hitting severe turbulence. More than a dozen passengers injured, several rushed to the hospital on stretchers. And here's ABC's David Curley tonight.
Passengers in neck braces, on stretchers, in wheelchairs, all injured tonight when their United Airlines jet hit turbulence.
Many people were crying.
They were scared?
Yes.
The flight from Panama City to Houston was off Cancun, Mexico, on the edge of a tropical storm when the 737 was buffeted by turbulence, bouncing passengers around the cabin.
We had initially about 14 people that we evaluated. In the end, we ended up transporting 7 to local hospitals.
So many hurt, more first responders were called.
MS 92, we're getting an additional call to gate Echo 14.
Once on the ground in Houston, those neck braces were put in place, but the rescue crews say all the injuries were minor.
David Curley with us live tonight. And David, we heard you report that the plane was flying along the edge of a tropical storm. I'm guessing they're looking into whether that was a factor tonight.
Absolutely. Storms, one of two ways that turbulence can hit an aircraft. And David, this is why flight crews tell you when you're in your seat, keep your seatbelt on. Tonight, the FAA says they are looking into this incident.
We're glad the passengers are okay. David Curley, thank you. We turn next, meantime, to that major tropical storm I just mentioned, bearing down on the Gulf tonight. New Orleans in the bullseye, tropical storm Sandy, and also tonight a state of emergency has now been declared in Alabama. The Louisiana National Guard at the ready as well. Wind, rain, and this waterspout already reaching the coast of Florida. Here's the satellite at this hour. The storm will slam into the south, and then part of that system already stretching up the coast at this hour. ABC's Eva Pilgrim from New Orleans, where they are bracing for impact tonight.
Tonight, residents along the Gulf Coast already feeling the effects of Tropical Storm Cindy. Heavy rain and waterspouts off Florida beaches.
Flags are red. Nobody can go in the ocean today.
And miles off the Louisiana coast,
It's blowing bad out here.
oil companies working to get workers off those rigs. In New Orleans, officials watching the storm's every move.
The impacts could really shift if that storm moves 20, 30 miles in either direction.
The big fear, flooding.
It is a serious event that's not only going to bring us rain and wind, but it's going to bring us water.
In St. Charles Parish, they're racing to protect homes.
You can see they're actually building a levee, an actual wall 4.5 feet up to keep the water from getting into this neighborhood. Take a look at the water already. It's up to the edge of the bank.
Residents like Elena Rodriguez taking no chances.
Well, look at the weather map and what it looks like, it's not good.
That tropical moisture stretching all the way to Georgia. Dozens evacuated from this flooded area in Gwinnett County.
And Eva Pilgrim joined us tonight from St. Charles Parish. A meteorologist warning this could be life-threatening flooding tonight, and that barrier they're building is nearly a mile long, Eva?
That's right, David. They will be working through the night to make sure this is ready. It's been raining here all month. The ground is already saturated, so some real concern here as to where all this rain is going to go. David?
All right, we're thinking about the people in New Orleans tonight and across the Gulf. Let's get right to Rob Marciano, who has the track of this thing at this hour. Hey, Rob.
Hey, David. Cindy, not a hurricane, but it is a large storm. Look how far east and north the rain extends. 200 miles out of that tropical storm force winds. It's still 200 miles from the coast, and it's not moving. We do forecast it to move. Tropical storm warnings have been extended now through Galveston. The forecast track doesn't strengthen it much. It takes it across the Texas border early Thursday morning. But again, the biggest impacts will be well east of that line. Look at the amount of rain. Could see a foot or more in New Orleans, Gulfport to Mobile. That is high risk for flash flooding over the next 2 days. Folks who live in that storm zone should be ready to move to high ground when the rains come down.
All right. We know you'll be watching it throughout the night, Rob. Thank you. Of course, you're also tracking the worst heat wave of the season so far, breaking records in the West again tonight, sparking fires in California, this one in Big Bear, and at least 24 flights have been canceled at the airport in Phoenix now. 119 degrees there. That's a new record for the day. We'll stay on that as well. And with that major storm bearing down on the South tonight, could there be political shock waves as well? The White House and much of the country watching a special election in Georgia. The polls about to close tonight. Republicans hoping to hold on to their seat. Democrats hoping this is a turning point. ABC's Steve Osunsami with what he's seeing already.
Y'all ready to flip the six?
30-year-old John Ossoff and his urgent supporters across the country are hoping he's the president's spoiler tonight and can win this seat in the Atlanta suburbs that's belonged to Republicans since '79.
We are going to show those cynics in Washington, D.C., who have been peddling hate and fear and deception for months in this state.
We met his competition, Republican Karen Handel, as she put in her vote today. She couldn't wait to tell us again how the Democrat doesn't even live up here. What do you say to your opponent today?
That he wishes he could vote like me since I live in the district.
Her supporters' TV ads have made fun of the tens of millions of dollars put in Ossoff's pocket by voters out of state.
We already have Nancy Pelosi as our congresswoman. Now you're going to give us John Ossoff as our congressman.
Let's take this. Polls show that he's done a better job of winning over women. We met suburban women who regret that they didn't vote in November, who are extra motivated now.
So I haven't been really happy. So
yeah.
I want somebody new, fresh, and young in there.
I voted for the Democrat side.
The president has been trying to help Handel, bashing her competitor online. Democrats have something to lose here, too. Hillary Clinton was 2 points away from winning this district, so a poor showing tonight would look terrible.
Steve Osunsami with us live tonight from the suburbs north of Atlanta. And Steve, you've been reporting this was the most expensive congressional race in history, but the person who wins tonight only stays in office for about 500 days.
Yes, David, this is a seat that Tom Price left to join the president's cabinet. So that means that the next election for this seat is in November of 2018. Not as far as you might think. David.
And the spending begins all over again. Steve, our thanks to you tonight. We turn next here to a dramatic video just released this evening, and it comes just days after a Minnesota police officer was acquitted. The country saw that video of Philando Castile, his girlfriend, capturing it on Facebook Live in the aftermath of that shooting. Tonight here, for the first time, the other view from the officer's dash cam. Here's ABC's Alex Perez.
Tonight, that newly released dash cam video. St. Anthony, Minnesota police officer Geronimo Yanez had pulled him over for a traffic stop.
Reason I pulled you over, your brake lights are out. You have your license insurance?
And that's when Castile reveals he has a gun. Less than 40 seconds after approaching the car, Yanez opens fire.
Sir, I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it, then.
Don't pull it out.
Don't pull it out.
Yanez firing 7 shots.
I told him to get his hand out.
Castile's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, streaming the aftermath of the incident live on Facebook.
And he let the officer know that he had a firearm and he was reaching for his wallet, and the officer just shot him in his arm.
On that live stream, Reynolds' 4-year-old daughter could be heard trying to comfort her mother as they sat in a nearby patrol car.
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
The new video showing the young girl after the shooting as she ran out of the car into the arms of another officer. Last Friday, Yanez walked out of a Minnesota courtroom a free man after a jury acquitted him in the shooting, thousands taking to the streets in protest after the decision. Castile's family argues they have been denied justice. The St. Anthony Police Department says they are working on a separation agreement and Yanez will not be returning to the force. David?
Alex Perez, thank you. Next tonight to the U.S. and Russia. A Russian fighter jet flying within just a few feet of a U.S. reconnaissance plane today, and it comes after the U.S. shot down a Syrian plane. Syria, of course, supported by Russia. ABC's chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz tonight.
The jets were flying high over the Baltic Sea. A U.S. Air Force reconnaissance plane suddenly intercepted by a Russian fighter jet approaching from behind, coming just 5 feet from the wingtip of the U.S. jet, an encounter the Americans called unsafe.
It came in at such a high rate of speed and was seemingly out of control that it really concerned the U.S. Aircraft pilots.
Russian aircraft have buzzed and intercepted not only U.S. aircraft, but U.S. warships in the last year. Last summer, during a training exercise in the Baltics with the U.S. Air Force, our fighter jet, which flew wingtip to wingtip safely with U.S. jets, was warned by nearby Russian pilots we were getting too close to their border.
We're flying over Estonia now, but just over to the east, to the right, is Russia.
The Americans said the Russians were just being provocative and continued the exercise.
There we go, roll in left.
While the U.S. intercepts Russian planes as well, it has been within the safety norms.
And Martha Raddatz joins us from Washington tonight. Martha, this comes at a tense time between the U.S. and Russia, and tonight we've learned the U.S. just today shot down a drone used by forces loyal to the Russian-backed Syrian government.
That's right, David. The drone was threatening U.S. advisors on the ground, and it comes, of course, just a few days after the U.S. shot down that Syrian jet. The Russians now warning they are tracking U.S. jets as targets west of the Euphrates. David.
Martha Raddatz with us tonight. Martha, thank you. Next tonight, the Ohio coroner now agreeing to investigate the death of Otto Warmbier, the American son brought home from North Korea with extensive brain damage. We learned he died yesterday. Warmbier was carried off the plane in Cincinnati after 17 months of captivity in North Korea. President Trump saying today what happened to him was a, quote, disgrace, and that he should have been brought home sooner. Tonight, a former NSC spokesperson for the Obama administration saying, quote, we had no higher priority than securing the release of Americans detained overseas. These tireless efforts resulted in the release of at least 10 Americans from North Korean custody. It's painful that Mr. Warmbier was not among them. Next tonight, here to the outrage growing this evening over what the Democrats call secrecy. What are Republican senators working on in their effort now to repeal and replace Obamacare? They are demanding the public get to see it. And ABC's Mary Bruce taking that question straight to lawmakers tonight.
After months of frustration and concern, Americans worried about whether they'll lose their health coverage at town halls across the country. Tonight, Senate Republicans say their plan to repeal and replace Obamacare is coming, but no one seems to know what's in it.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. How can I put my support behind it or not support it behind it if I haven't seen it?
The White House was asked today, has the president read the bill?
I don't know if he's seen the legislation or not.
After the president stood with House Republicans at the White House celebrating when their health care bill passed. Privately last week, he told some Republicans the House version of the bill was, quote, mean.
The president clearly wants a bill that has heart in it.
And Democrats agree.
For once, on the topic of health care, I find myself agreeing with the president. His health care bill is mean.
For weeks, Senate Republicans have negotiated behind closed doors. There have been no hearings and no public debate.
If this was a bill that was going to be greeted with great applause and joy and relief and satisfaction by the American public, would you hide it? No.
Tonight, it's still unclear exactly what's in the bill and why the process has been so secretive.
Mr. Leader, this bill is bound to have a profound impact on the country. Do Americans have a right?
Profound, positive improvement over the status quo.
So do Americans then have a right to see these negotiations?
Is simply unsustainable.
But do Americans have a right to see this process?
Walking away from your question there, Mary. Mary Bruce, live on the Hill tonight. Mary, when do Americans get to see this?
David, just 2 more days and we will finally have a sense of what exactly is in this bill. But the big question remaining tonight, will Republicans have the votes to pass it? David.
Mary Bruce with us. Mary, thanks as always. There's still much more ahead on World News.